Today's review of Bleach, Chapter 464, is brought to you by Bleach! That's right, folks. Good old-fashioned all-American Bleach. Just like Grandma used to make. Ah! Ooh, that's good stuff. Hey everybody, Tekking101 here to do Bleach Chap. I think that Bleach was past its expiration date. Anyway, Bleach Chapter 464, entitled I Forget, because Manga Reader does not put the title when they upload the thing. It's Death in the Strawberry, but I'm pretty sure it's not Chapter 1. Whoa, we're in a time loop. But anyway, the chapter starts out with Ginjo realizing that he has been cut in half, and falls before Kenpachi, and the chat room that Yukio locked them both into dissipates around him, and Kenpachi's like, oh, that was it? Am I done now? Am I the only one that's done? Which, one little thing here, it's not really a big thing, but how the hell did, like, Ginjo just speak just now if he was split in half? I mean, I understand it's kind of cool, you know, like, oh, you just got delivered a fatal blow, and you're like, impossible! He was split, laterally, in half. His vocal cords were literally separated from his mouth. Well, half of them were. I mean, it's just, you can't talk when you're in that state. I mean, I don't get that. Maybe it was just before. I'm just going to cut my loss and say it was before he got cut in half. Even that still doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Okay, so that happens, and Kenpachi gets let out, and I guess he, because no one's out yet, I mean, oh yeah, not everybody didn't get done in a split second, so they obviously must be weaker than him, which Kenpachi just likes to finish things. Like, if he's boring like Ginjo, he likes to finish the fight quickly. I mean, that's just his personal thing. If he's strong like Ichigo, he likes to draw it out. So I guess if Byakuya and Toshiro, they didn't finish their fights like in 2 seconds, so he's gonna say that he should go back to the Soul Society. Then Yachiru, like, pops out of nowhere. I guess she was hiding in his, like his Hiyori the entire time. Like, how the hell? Why? What's the point behind that? You've been, like, just in there, like, holding your breath for, like, the past 5 chapters, but apparently she was. She's sporting a new look. She, like, pretty much her hairstyle's a little bit different. She has, like, a skull and crossbones. I mean, just a pair of bones in her hair. I don't know if that's, like, a pin or if that's, like, dyed into her hair. Like, Hachi had that, too. You know, Hachi had the 2 bones intersecting in his hair, too. And she just starts berating him, like, oh, no, we can't go back yet because we promised old man Yama, the old grandpa, that we would be back, you know, all together, and we can't go back now. And I guess Kenpachi just got to sit there and wait until everyone else finishes. Okay, here's the chapter title, Quiet Chamber, Noisy Heart. Yeah. So then we cut to Ichigo, who is getting into his personal chat room fight with Ginjo, which I didn't think Ginjo was going to get into an actual, like, fight with Ichigo inside of the, did I just say Ichigo fight Ichigo? I meant Ginjo fight Ichigo. In like, a chat room. I thought everyone else was going to be in a chat room, and they were just going to fight outside where the mansion was, but, so they get into their own chat room, and Ichigo's, like, really surprised. He, like, looks around him and, like, this looks like Karakura Town. Weren't you already there? I mean, I understand you weren't, like, in the actual city, you were out, like, in the middle of the woods, but, you know, and we all miss Karakura Town so much. No fights have taken place in Karakura Town in the past year. None whatsoever. It's been so diversified. I mean, really, it's just like the fake Karakura Town arc again. I guess Kubo just got really used to drawing fights in the skyline, so that's what he decided to do with this one. And Ginjo even says, I thought this would be a comfortable place for you to play in. We can fight one-on-one. And Uryu shows up behind both of them. Is like, actually, it's going to be 2-on-1. Oh, okay, so you just showed up out of nowhere. You think Yukio would have noticed that? And, like, Yukio's, like, in control of all these chat rooms. Like, oh, wait, someone else is sneaking into... who cares? Whatever. So, yeah, Uryu showed up. And good thing, too, because he kind of, like, disappeared. After Tsukishima cut him, he... Oh, wait, yeah! What the hell? Tsukishima cut him! that wasn't a regular cut. Yeah. He's like, he says that Rukia healed him, but that was not a regular cut. That was Tsukishima. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, because that was the first week I did the previously on segment. You know, like Ichigo got cut, Uryu got cut. Yeah, but Uryu got cut by Tsukishima. And from what we've learned from Tsukishima, like his original power was said to be like he could cut through anything. Like his sword had like an unnervingly high attack power, but that was revealed just to be a lie, I guess. So now his ability, all his sword's ability is just to implant memories into other people. So I don't even know if he can do like a regular cut anymore. Like if he has an option of cutting people normally or cutting people and putting the memories into them. But that might show up later. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I think we're done with the whole, you know, mind fuckness when it comes to Tsukishima, because, you know, that's already been all played out. So I think that might just be a mistake on Kubo's part. But I noticed that. Okay, I got sidetracked there. So yeah, he apparently got healed by Rukia, and he apologizes to Ichigo because back when Ukitake gave him the badge, Uryu had like, wait a minute, well, if there was another Shinigami and they didn't tell us what happened to him, then that means he must have disappeared. Because if, you know, he's obviously not still around, or he would have told us he's still around. He's obviously not dead, because they would have told us why he died. So that just means they didn't know. Like, he's just a substitute Shinigami that, you know, disappeared off the face of the earth. And he's just apologizing to Ichigo for not mentioning that earlier. Ichigo retaliates by kicking him in the ass. He says, who cares? If you told me that back then anyway, I probably wouldn't have even remembered right now, and I probably wouldn't have done anything differently, which, you know, that's kind of true. I mean, it is Ichigo. I mean, even if Uryu mentioned something back like 2 years ago, it's not going to change anything in the future. Everything still would have happened probably the same way. But, that happened. We have a scene where Uryu's, like, inner monologuing to himself, I guess. He's like, and I don't really get this. It's like, but as, once again, this might just be a translation error, but as of now, that possibility is so low that not even worth considering. Or, well, even if we were to consider it, nothing would change, so I don't need to tell Kurosaki this. So, does that mean, like, he just knows something that, you know, he doesn't think would matter right now? Like, he just knows something, and he wants to tell Ichigo, but he decided not to, because, you know, it wouldn't matter either way. Or is it just like, or is that like involving the conversation from earlier with the whole, I didn't tell you about, you know, my theory. I don't know. But, I guess if it's important, it'll show up later. So, yeah, Ginjo gets ready to fight. He takes out his sword. But yeah, also a lot of white on that page too. But then we cut over to, then we cut over to Toshiro versing Yukio. And this is something else that I just got. Like, Toshiro should not know what, like, a PSP is or what video games are, because he lives in the Soul Society. And last chapter, when Yukio said to him, you know, do you want bonus points for that? Toshiro's just like, no thanks. So I was a little confused there. I thought, like, you know, wait, Toshiro, do you understand what he's talking about? Do you actually know what video games are? You know, it's been kind of confusing exactly how the Soul Society and the human world, you know, pop culturally, like, relate back and forth, because, like, in terms of cultures, because we know Shinji used to have like a record player, and he was listening to jazz, and we also have what was the other one that was when Stark started using his pistols against Shoraku is like, oh yeah, did you know it's really hard to hit someone that's moving with a pistol? So he obviously knew what a pistol was, even though there's no pistols in the Soul Society, or at least none we've seen so far. But, yeah, Yukio is fighting back with the worst weapon of mankind, pixelation. Missiles. Interesting choice. I don't know why the missiles are pixelated, because, like, you know, we've seen that Yukio is capable of making, like, beds and toothbrushes and sinks that are not that pixelated, but whatever. I'm making fun of the missiles rendering, really? That's what I'm doing now? But Toshiro turns around, cuts that in half. Yukio shows up behind him in a television screen that's just like, are you trying to look for me properly? Do you need some stupid line like, I'll kill that woman so you can power up with the force of love? Which, that's pretty much how shonen works. A good guy gets beaten down to an inch of his life, and he's like, now that I've killed you, I shall take care of your woman. No, I'm super powerful now, I can kick your ass, That's usually how it works, but there's no woman there, so the point is kind of moot. And then we have Toshiro's funny line of the chapter, like, I guess I got stuck with the annoying one. Which, yeah, I mean, Yukio seems like the type that he's just gonna, like, fake out Toshiro the entire time, because this is Yukio's world, pretty much. I don't really know how Toshiro's gonna beat him, aside from the fact of just going Bankai and just freezing everything. But, oh, wait, that might actually make sense, because, you know, technology and ice does not really bode well together. Like, that might come into play later. But, yeah, Yukio seems like the type that's just gonna, like, make holograms and make fakes and just show up from behind him in the freaking television screen, just taunt the living crap out of Toshiro. But we don't know about that. We'll find that out later. Then we cut to Rukia, whose chat room is like Pee-wee's Playhouse? I don't know. It has a bunch of stuffed animals and croissants and donuts and lollipops, and I'm really hungry right now for those. But she's shouting to Rukia, you know, where are you? Show yourself. And then a bunch of bunnies attack her. And she's just sitting there like she's holding the bunny rabbits. She's just like, do you think you can fool me with this stuff? And Riruka's just like hiding in a bush that's like, oh, this is too easy. I should just shoot her. Which, yeah, I didn't get about Riruka. This is not something I expected from her. I expected, you know, her to be like all quiet and solemn and just like walk up to Rukia and just like say, hey, look, I don't want to attack you. I just want to, you know, Ichigo's my friend or something. Because that's what we were led to believe. Like, she had some kind of, like, she was different because she didn't want Ichigo's powers. When she got Ichigo's powers, she was looking all depressed and sad. She didn't look like she wanted to be part of this. But now she wants to be part of this. I don't get that. Maybe it's just because, you know, she likes just Ichigo. She doesn't want to hurt Ichigo, but everyone else she doesn't give a crap about. But maybe there's something like that that'll involve that later. And of course we touched upon Rukia, you know, having a thing for like bunnies and cute stuff, so that's going to be funny. Then we cut over to Tsukishima and Byakuya's fight, and Byakuya is just saying that he is fortunate that he's fighting Tsukishima, because if Ichigo was fighting Tsukishima, even though he's stronger than him probably, like physically, he's kind of naive and he probably would let himself get cut, and then the memory thing would be a factor. And the kind of like the reverse thing for Kenpachi. Kenpachi cares about nothing but killing you, so he would probably be also an easy target for your attack, you know, because knowing Kenpachi, he would probably be like, oh yeah, you know, come on, I'll give you a cheap shot, just like he did with Ichigo. He let Ichigo cut him. Kenpachi would probably be doing something the same thing, especially because he thinks Tsukishima is strong. For some reason, I still don't get that. But, so, yeah, he's a good person to fight Tsukishima. Tsukishima's just like, wait, so you expect me not to cut you even once? And he tries to cut him, but Byakuya uses Senbon Zakura to block it, and kind of a really cool scene between them. Byakuya is just like really stoic like he usually is, and he's just like, I hate your fighting style. You don't want to do anything yourself. You're just, you know, basically cutting people's friendships apart and making them fight each other. So, it's a shame that deserves death. I think the kind of person that would fight like pretending it, you know, if it was just me. Now Byakuya, you know, when he was fighting Zomori Larua from the Espada, he just, you know, screw this, and just went Bankai, like, almost immediately. Like, he didn't bother with Shikai, he went right to Bankai, killed him. That's what he's probably going to do in this fight, too. He said, I'll kill you before you can even swing your sword. So, I think, yeah, he's just going to go Bankai, Senbon Zakura Kageyoshi, you're shredded, bye, gone, Tsukishima, the world is a hell of a lot better. Yeah, thanks for watching. Predictions for next chapter. We did not touch on Renji or Jackie's fight at all, so we're probably going to do that and Ikaku and Mo's fights. But aside from that, just a chapter to organize who's going to square off against each other. I want to say that Byakuya and Tsukishima's fight's going to be in the next chapter, because, you know, Byakuya left it on such a strong note, like, I'm not going to let you swing your sword, you'll be dead in one hit. But, I don't think it is, because Tsukishima's like a main villain, so I think it's going to take everyone else first. Tsukishima's fight's going to be before Ichigo's. Like, Ichigo's fight's probably going to be last, and then we have Tsukishima's before theirs. But next chapter, we're definitely going to probably see what happened with Renji, Jackie, Mo, and Ikaku. So, yeah, thanks. Tekking101 signing out. Ow! It would appear that I have went blind. Probably should go get that looked at.